Here's the script for the complete fasting drinks guide, what you can actually drink without breaking your fast. What if I told you that one wrong sip could destroy 16 hours of fasting progress in just 30 seconds? Most people think they know what breaks a fast, but the truth is shocking. That innocent drink you're sipping right now might be sabotaging everything you've worked for. I'm about to reveal the complete fasting drinks guide that will save your progress and supercharge your results. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to drink, when to drink it, and why 90% of people are making critical mistakes that are costing them their fasting benefits. Let's start with the golden rule of fasting drinks. To maintain your fasted state, you need to consume fewer than 10 calories per hour. But here's where it gets complicated. It's not just about calories. Certain compounds can trigger insulin responses even without calories, which means your body thinks it's eating when it's not. First up, water. This should be your foundation. Plain water is obviously safe, but here's a game changer most people miss. Adding a pinch of high-quality sea salt can prevent dehydration and maintain electrolyte balance. The key word here is pinch. Too much and you'll feel terrible. Too little and you'll get headaches and fatigue. Sparkling water is equally safe, but watch out for the flavored versions. Many contain artificial sweeteners that can trigger insulin responses in sensitive individuals. If you're going to drink flavored sparkling water, stick to naturally flavored options without added sweeteners. Now let's talk about the drink that causes the most confusion: coffee. Black coffee is not only allowed during fasting, it's actually beneficial. Coffee contains compounds that can enhance autophagy, the cellular cleanup process that's one of fasting's biggest benefits. But here's the critical part: it must be black. No cream, no sugar, no milk alternatives. What about adding things to your coffee? A tiny amount of cinnamon is generally okay and might even help with blood sugar control. Some people add a pinch of salt to reduce bitterness. But anything else and you're playing with fire. Tea is another excellent option. Green tea, black tea, white tea, oolong tea, all perfect for fasting. Herbal teas like chamomile, peppermint, and ginger are also safe bets. The antioxidants in tea can actually complement your fasting benefits. Just make sure you're not adding honey, sugar, or any other sweeteners. Here's where things get controversial: artificial sweeteners. The research is mixed, but here's what we know. Aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin might not break your fast in terms of calories, but they can trigger insulin responses in some people. If you're fasting for weight loss, you might get away with small amounts. If you're fasting for autophagy or metabolic benefits, avoid them completely. Apple cider vinegar is a fasting superstar when used correctly. 1 to 2 tablespoons in water can help with appetite control and blood sugar stability. But don't overdo it. Too much can damage your tooth enamel and upset your stomach. Bone broth is where we enter the gray area. Technically, bone broth contains calories and protein, so it breaks a fast. However, some fasting protocols allow small amounts because the benefits can outweigh the costs. If you're doing a modified fast or feeling particularly weak, a small cup of bone broth might be acceptable. Lemon water is another gray area drink. A few drops of lemon juice in water probably won't break your fast, but a whole lemon's worth of juice contains enough calories and natural sugars to potentially interfere with your fasted state. When in doubt, skip it. Here's a drink that surprises people: pickle juice. A small amount of pickle juice can help with electrolyte balance and might not break your fast. The key is moderation in checking the ingredients. Avoid brands with added sugars. Now for the drinks that will absolutely destroy your fast. Anything with sugar is obviously out. Fruit juices, even the natural ones, are loaded with sugars that will spike your insulin immediately. Diet sodas are questionable because of artificial sweeteners, but they're better than regular sodas. Milk and milk alternatives are fast breakers. Almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk, they all contain calories and often added sugars. Even unsweetened versions have enough calories to break your fast. Protein shakes and smoothies are obvious no-goes. Even if they're low calorie, they contain proteins that will trigger digestive processes and break your fast. Here's a pro tip about timing. If you're doing intermittent fasting, your drink choices become more critical as you approach your eating window. A small amount of lemon juice might be okay at the beginning of your fast, but could interfere with benefits if consumed right before breaking your fast. Electrolyte drinks deserve special attention. Many commercial electrolyte drinks contain sugars and artificial ingredients that will break your fast. Instead, make your own with water, salt, and maybe a tiny amount of lemon juice. For those doing extended fasts beyond 24 hours, your drink strategy needs to be even more careful. You'll need to focus heavily on electrolyte balance. This means being strategic about when and how you consume salt, potassium, and magnesium. Here's something most people don't consider: medication and supplements. If you're taking medication, don't stop because of fasting. But be aware that some liquid medications contain sugars. Supplements can also break your fast, especially if they contain fillers or come in gummy form. The psychology of drinking during fasting is crucial. Many people use drinks as a way to satisfy their need for flavor and routine. Having a variety of acceptable drinks can make fasting much more sustainable. Remember, the goal of fasting isn't just to avoid calories. You're trying to give your digestive system a break, optimize hormone levels, and trigger beneficial cellular processes. Every drink choice should support these goals. Your fasting success depends on consistency and knowledge. Now you have both. You know exactly what to drink, what to avoid, and how to make smart choices that support your fasting goals instead of sabotaging them. The most successful fasters are those who plan ahead. Stock up on the right drinks, understand the gray areas, and always err on the side of caution. Your future self will thank you for the discipline you showed today. If this guide helped you avoid fasting mistakes, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more evidence-based health content. Drop a comment telling me your go-to fasting drink and any questions you still have about fasting beverages.